The Desire: democratized access to immersive digital technology for those with an interest in pursuing a career or start a business in the architecture, engineering, or construction industry without having to move to Silicon Valley to get funding. The complexity. According to the Baltimore Regional Talent Development Pipeline Study, 85% of all new jobs that will be created in the region between 2012 and 2020 are expected to be outside of Baltimore City. But growing job centers along the Baltimore-Washington corridor aren't well served by public transportation. Our uniqueness. Genius and talent are equally distributed in the United States, but access to capital and technology is not. Virtual Reality Collaboration Lab will disrupt the status quo. My name is Aaron Rice. I'm the Chief Experience Officer with Virtual Reality Collaboration Lab. My contact number is 443-244-0051. You can reach us at VRCOLAB.com. The global construction industry is expected to reach $10 trillion by the year 2020. Architecture, engineering, and construction, state of emergency. The construction industry is among the least digitized. It's declining in productivity and has a strong resistance to change. The big problem. Between 2006 and 2011, the United States construction industry lost 2.3 million jobs. The problem is popular. 85% of construction firms rate the worker training pipeline poor at preparing skilled workers. 81% of construction firms say it'll get harder to find hourly workers. 3.7 million construction workers will reach retirement within the next 10 years. The problem is frequent. For every one person entering the construction workforce, 4 to 5 people gray out. 40% of the construction workforce are baby boomers. 54% of construction management are baby boomers. There are currently 10,000 baby boomers in the construction industry that are retiring daily. The problem is mandatory. In 2003, the General Services Administration mandated that new buildings use 3D, 4D, and 5D building information modeling technologies, otherwise known as BIM. 15 years later, in August 2018, a survey by Autodesk and the Associated General Contractors of America found that 25% of construction firms have actually invested in BIM. The problem is expensive. $1 trillion is wasted each year due to insufficient monitoring and rework. $800 billion is wasted each year due to information loss during project handover. A 1% reduction in construction costs saves $1 billion globally. The problem is urgent. 56% of construction projects are completed behind schedule. 50% of construction projects cost more than anticipated. 47% of construction firms put higher prices on their bids. And that doesn't account for the $6.1 trillion in potential opportunity zone real estate investments that are due to hit the construction pipeline in the coming years. The Maryland Center for Construction, Education, and Innovation, the MCCEI 2012 report, stated that 55% of survey participants said that building information modeling and virtual design construction were among the top emerging technologies. 71% of survey participants did not think either the Maryland education system or the construction industry itself is doing enough to create a future construction workforce pipeline. Build your future. The demand for Maryland construction craft professionals is 148,016 jobs through the year 2022. We'll need 3,587 sheet metal workers, 39,326 carpenters, and 9,897 pipe fitters. The solution is the Virtual Reality Collaboration Lab. We see extraordinary underinvested talent that is underrepresented by traditional hiring and training methods. We leverage big data and predictive analytics to select underserved individuals, regardless of background, who have the natural potential and cognitive ability to lead the architecture, engineering, and construction industry. Our innovative solution eliminates barriers to employment. There are roughly 93,000 disconnected or unemployed youth between the ages of 16 and 24 in the state of Maryland. 40,000 of those unemployed youth are in the Baltimore metro region, and 20,000 of those are in Baltimore City. A virtual reality-powered future of work. For most people, work will be the first place they try virtual reality because it's scalable, professional, reliable, portable, easy to use in any environment. It's for anybody, anywhere, anytime. It's secure, private, and dependable. We take virtual reality to the people. Virtual reality training and simulation skills training. Johnson & Johnson recently reported that they want to make virtual reality training available for every surgeon in every hospital worldwide. Why? 83% of those who trained in virtual reality completed surgery in a lab environment with minimal guidance compared to 0% that completed surgery in the lab using traditional training methods. Virtual reality collaboration lab training plus simulation equals RIDE, R-I-D-E. Rare situations, impossible situations, dangerous situations, and expensive situations. Certified virtual reality skills training. A skill is mastered when a seasoned person with that skill observes the performance of a task that requires implementation of that skill and validates that that skill was performed correctly. In 2019, the average Washington, D.C. worker will waste 12 days in traffic. That's right, 12 days out of your life wasted in traffic. 54% of workers would switch jobs for one that had flex time. Unscheduled absences cost $1,800 per employee per year. Companies with a telework program report 63% fewer unscheduled absences. The average business would save up to $11,000 per employee per year, an incredible $700 billion per year in the U.S. alone if employees telecommuted part-time. What would an ideal future feel like without the commute? What would training and simulation and education feel like without the commute? You'd have active versus passive learning, learning by memory, not by facts, live streamed multi-user collaboration, Instagrammable mixed reality experiences, faster, cheaper education and training tools, virtual reality skills trainings for jobs that pay better living wages, energy savings, and environmental benefits. The Virtual Reality Collaboration Lab Unfair Growth Advantage. Virtual reality experiential learning has a 230% improved performance compared to traditional training methods. Higher engagement rate, safer for high-risk situations, reduced training and travel expenses, and a higher retention rate. The good news: 13,000 commercial and residential buildings need to be built per day to meet the growing population. 62% of construction firms have increased base pay for craft workers. 30% of construction firms say they're paying for overtime work. 25% of construction firms have improved employee benefits. 25% of construction firms are offering incentives and bonuses to attract workers. Everyone benefits from the advancement of the worker. A team built to win the market. Our big why. Immersive virtual reality training and simulation will give our next generation of construction workers the skills they need to fill the high demand with better family supporting income. The Virtual Reality Collaboration Lab Roadmap. Property Technology and Construction Technology Innovation Hub. Attract, fund, and grow qualified opportunity zone tech startups. Building information modeling, virtual design construction, co-working, incubator, and accelerator. Virtual reality construction safety simulation training, Unity and Unreal game engine training, K-12 class field trips, and virtual reality STEM labs. The Qualified Opportunity Zone capital stack. Our ask is $7 million. $4 million to purchase the property that you see now, $2 million in capital improvements, and $1 million for hardware, software, and operations. If you have any further questions or inquiries, you can contact Aaron Rice directly. The number is 443-244-0051. Thank you.